residential purposes that our government allows both to poor people as well as middle-class people. And I, frankly, would oppose the amendment as being too close to the evil empire for me to vote for it.
Evil empire. I thought that was threatening and intimidating and beneath the discourse of government officials. Evil empire. This woman is a fool.
Well, we're moving on now to the side. It will be like some partners in the sky. We're moving on to the side. We finally got a piece of the pie. Fish don't fry in the kitchen.
Gonna mow that lawn.
A bean don't burn on the grill.
Clean those windows.
It's a whole lot of trying.
Do some other chores.
Just to get up that hill.
Take out that trash.
Carry up in the big leaves.
Pick up those scraps.
Turn that back. Long as we live, it's you and me, baby. There ain't nothing wrong with that. We're moving on up to the side. To a deluxe apartment in the sky. We're moving on up to the side. We finally got a piece of the pie.
Rush Limbaugh on the cutting edge of societal evolution. Back with more after this.
You're listening to the EIB Network. Are you looking to be as well informed as possible before you make any business decisions? To move forward in the world of business? If you need all the latest business news, then Investors Business Daily, the newspaper for important decision makers, has a special offer for you. Call today and you'll get the New America, reports from some of the fastest growing companies around, the economy, with all the latest economic and government news. News for you, with information you need for a better personal lifestyle, plus all the latest stock tables and other business indicators for 2 weeks, free. Investors Business Daily will also help you spot some of the new winners in emerging growth stocks in every issue. But you have to start now. Call 1-800-767-3500, 1-800-767-3500, and you can get started to a better informed investment future. We'll also send you absolutely free the Guide to Investors Business Daily and the audio cassette, 100 Ways to Improve Your Investment Results. That number again, 1-800-767-3500. Call now. Leith of Goldsboro beats the heat with their sizzling summertime of savings going on right now. Get dependable transportation with air conditioning for only $194 down and $194 a month. Choose from the Dodge Colt, Eagle Summit. How about a brand new 94 Isuzu pickup with air, rear step bumper, cassette, and sliding rear window for only $194 down and $194 a month. It's the sizzling summertime of savings sale at Leith, Carson, Plymouth, Jeep, Eagle, Leith, Dodge, Isuzu, Highway 70 West, Goldsboro. Leith has so many outlets they can maximize the value of your trade, allowing you more than any other dealer. Tax tags and $158 dock fee or extra payments based on 60 months at 8.5% APR.
Have you experienced financial troubles in the past 10 years? Has your credit rating suffered to the point where you're constantly turned down for home loans, car loans, or credit cards? Nationwide Financial Group has helped thousands of people across America to restore their credit, and we can do the same for you. Nationwide Financial Group guarantees to restore your credit to the point that you can get that loan or credit card you deserve for your money back. Call 1-800-241-8677. Imagine how good you'll feel when your credit has been restored. That's 1-800-241-8677.
Who was the hero of your childhood? Was it President Kennedy? Or Martin Luther King? Or was it some teacher who changed your life? Teachers have the power to wake up young minds, to be heroes, to change lives. America needs some heroes. If you want to shape our future, call 1-800-45-TEACH. Be a teacher. Be a hero. Call 1-800-45-TEACH.
A public service message brought to you by Recruiting New Teachers and the Ad Council.
Travel, business, making life fun. That's what I'm all about. That's what my show is all about. Hello, this is Bruce Williams. Every single weekday evening here on WGBR, you, me, and about 3 million others get together. We try and solve our problems. Nobody's been to the moon. No great sellers of books. Just regular folks sharing ideas. And oh yeah, if I get in a jam, experts from all over the country bail me out. Join me on the Bruce Williams Show, 7 to 10 here on Goldsboro's very own 1150 WGBR.
your calls, as always. This is the EIB Network and the Rush Limbaugh program. 1-800-282-2882. We are approaching our 650th radio station. We had a corporate business meeting last night, went well into the night, and I didn't know we were getting up this far. 648 radio stations now, ladies and gentlemen, and we are near adding another station, commercial station, outside the continental United States as our worldwide footprint expands. Jim in Atlanta, Georgia. Hi.
Hey, how are you doing, Rush?
Good. Thanks for calling.
Well, I never thought I'd get to say dittos from Atlanta, but here I am.
Thank you.
Listen, picking up on your statement about the Moynihan bill that uses phrases like shared responsibility, you said that softens the truth. Well, I came across an op-ed piece that was in the Atlanta Journal-Constitution back in April. It was picked up from the Knight Ridder service, and the crux of the article was that the reason the Clintons are unable to sell their health care plan is because they use daily doses of jargon. And they suggest using phrases like, health plan store instead of alliance. And they used a number of quotes from a fellow by the name of Robert Blendon at the Harvard School of Public Health. So there you have it. That is why their health care plan is not selling.
And I bet, see, here's look at what they're getting from Ivy League schools.
Yeah.
From Harvard, they're getting advice on how to fool people.
Yes.
How to sell this thing so the people will buy it, because telling the truth about it, they won't accept it.
Well, precisely.
And that's, in a nutshell, this administration.
They're dumbing down these labels for us. They think they're coming down to our level. But in that article, probably in the middle of the article, there was one other quote by this Robert Blendon, where he said,
I've heard about that. I think somebody's referenced this once before, and we need to get hold of it. What does he say?
Well, he says that, well, actually, the reason that one other thing you are going to have to sell is this idea that it's going to require a new bureaucracy to institute this health care plan. And I thought, well, that just contradicts everything that was in that op-ed piece, because it's really not just jargon. You're going to have to sell this whole new concept of a whole new bureaucracy.
I don't know how anybody can deny that. We've looked at the flow chart.
Yeah.
I mean, it's right there. I mean, I'm telling you, that's what this is all about. We have been as close as anybody to the truth about what this plan really is and what it contains, and that's why this hysteria from the president and from the White House and their willing accomplices in the left-wing media. But that's not the thing I remembered. Somebody called here and quoted some other guy from, maybe it was Princeton, I'm not sure which, but this guy was just point blank said, look, the American people they're not smart enough to understand what's going on here, and they are going to have to be told something else about what this is. In fact, that's not what it is either. It was blatant. It was how to fool them. It was how to come up with terms that literally shroud this thing in fraud and deceit.
That's exactly it. Well, now we know.
Jim, thank you for calling. All these mind-numbed robots out there reading the newspaper, coming to their own conclusions. Can you imagine that? They've got to be quaking in their boots in the White House press room here. My gosh, somebody out there listening to Limbaugh actually reads the paper too? Oh, no! Because they think all of you are just mind-numbed robots waiting for your instructions here every day. Greenwich, Connecticut, this is Don. I'm glad you called. Welcome to the program.
Yes, thank you for taking my call, Rush. I would like to say that I'm glad you played the Carol Moseley Braun piece. I think it's worth playing. I think it is worth laughing at, too. However, I would like to say, based on my own experience, not many years, but a few years, I taught school in an all-black area. I really didn't have a choice. That was where I taught. And I would say this, that most of the people that I taught, most of the children, I think would share your view of the truth, because it is the truth. And for that reason, I think you ought to be careful about how you move the humor into the situation. I think there are many people who, because you're conservative, without even listening to it, assume that you're racist, and they make jokes about it. I think you ought to distance yourself from that, because I don't think you are racist. I think.
Well, now wait. How do you distance yourself from racism when you're not racist to begin with?
Be serious. Wait a second. Be serious about it, and don't play a song from a black worship service as sort of the cheerleaders for
No, do you know what
Miss
that's-
Braun.
Do you know what that song is? There was a sitcom on TV called Good Times.
Yeah. No, I hadn't heard the song
It's
before.
the Jeffersons. I'm sorry, it's the Jeffersons, and it's about a black family
Yes.
that do extremely well. George Jefferson
Right.
runs a dry cleaning operation, does so well he's able to move to the Upper East Side from Queens. Used to be Archie Bunker's next door neighbor. Remember that? And this has roots with Carol Moseley Braun's rise to fame from her recorder of deeds job in Illinois, in Chicago, to senator from Illinois. And immediately after the election, she went on a vacation that cost twice as much as she ever made in 1 year.
Sure.
And all this. So that's why listening to the program, sometimes you can hear things out of context. I know exactly
well,
what you're
just
saying.
Yeah, be careful about the humor, because I think you might alienate the very people, not just people in the black community, but people who might tune in and have heard that you're racist and whatever. I think it's very, very serious, and I think because of the mindlessness of that type of opinion that she has, she's evidently sincere. But
Yeah.
at the same time, she's not, and they're going to say I'm racist by saying that she's not properly educated. She doesn't really understand the principles of democracy because she wasn't taught them.
She doesn't have to.
And in the black schools where I taught, they were not taught the principles either, except they were by me. And I'm saying I got a very, very receptive response from parents as well as children. So I think this has to be, you're an educator.
Right.
And
Well, it was
all I'm
Snerdley's
saying
fault.
is
It was
cautioning
Snerdley's fault.
you on this. It's almost like overkill. You made your point very, very well. And I felt you were almost like pushing somebody's nose in the ground. Now, I know you didn't intend to do that.
Right. Well, it was Bo Snerdley's fault. He made me do it. It was Bo Snerdley's fault. I mean,
Yeah,
the
it's
buck
like
never
this
gets it.
dancing in the end zone. I can't stand that stuff either.
Oh, really?
I hate it.
Oh, I gotta disagree with you there. I miss that. I miss
We've
the
got to go back to
celebration.
old sportsmanship, Rush. You've got your talent on loan from God, right?
Right.
So don't act like it's yours. Don't pat yourself on the back. All right?
Well, look, Don, I understand precisely what you're saying, and your point is valid. The only thing here about the racism, I happen to think that just by virtue of being conservative today, and for being hard on crime, you are a racist. They're going to call you that because they define the term. Whether I play that tune or not, being critical of somebody like Carol Moseley Braun, there are going to be those who don't listen to the program are going to hear about, Limbaugh's just racist. And you have to, at some point, you have to decide who you're targeting here. There are some people that are never, ever going to be convinced, and they're never, because they just don't have the courage to face the truth. They've constructed a bunch of falsehoods that make themselves feel comfortable in their daily existence. Basically, they construct beliefs about themselves. I say this, so I'm a good person. I feel that, so I'm a good person. And anybody who is outside those boundaries, of course, is a racist, as they define it. And I think you're on thin ice. I'd be on thin ice if I target those I'm never going to convince and start doing this program for them. That is the same thing as moving to Washington, trying to get along with liberals by being more like them. And that doesn't do anything for you in the long term, except to get you no respect from anybody. But I know what you're saying, and you got a valid point. Got to go, though. Out of time. Back in just a moment. Thanks, John,
You're
very
listening
much.
to the EIB Network.
Is your car hard to start? When you accelerate, does your car hesitate? Notice the loss in power? If you said yes, maybe it's dirty fuel injectors and time for STP Super Concentrated Fuel Injector Cleaner. One treatment helps unclog dirty injectors fast to restore power and performance for up to 2,500 miles. So use STP or just keep going the way you've been going. STP. Drive a better car.
You plan, coordinate, keep on schedule. A vacation can really resemble a business trip, but business travelers have an advantage. Courtyard by Marriott. And now you can enjoy Courtyard's spacious rooms, pool, mini gym, and whirlpool at special weekend rates Thursday through Sunday through October 16th at participating locations. So after a long day of vacationing, do what smart business travelers do. Stay at Courtyard. Call your travel agent or 800-321-2211. Restrictions apply. Courtyard, the hotel designed by business travelers.
Anytime, anywhere, any place, McCall's caters to you at your place or theirs. Make your business, civic, or social meetings more fun with great tasting barbecue pork, chicken, beef ribs, pork ribs, or beef. They can customize seafood, steaks, or any items to meet your needs. So for parties, civic meetings, weddings, church gatherings, family reunions, or any gathering of any kind, McCall's caters to you. Call 751-0072 in Goldsboro.
For your office, club, church, or business, it's State Office Equipment Company. Discount office furniture. You buy for less. Bargains like folding tables, 30 by 96, just $47. 4-drawer, full suspension files, just $119.95 letter size, $139.95 for the legal size. Oak or walnut desk, $189.95. Executive chair, only $179.95. Delivery is available. Also used furniture for sale at State Office Equipment Company, 2211A East Ash Street, open Monday through Thursday, 8:30 till 5:30, Friday 8:30 to 5 p.m. Welcome to the wonderful world of Shell. Now is the new Formula Shell gasolines at the newly remodeled 117 Auto Truck Stop. Shell's cleanest burning gasolines, including the 93 Octane Premium. You can enjoy the most delicious food in the family restaurant and many other services such as LP gas service. Buy just the quantity you need. See for yourself the newly remodeled 117 Auto Truck Stop. Open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now serving you with the finest Shell new Formula gasolines, Highway 117 and South George Street, Goldsboro. A service of Dumas Oil Company.
Scott Motor Company in Goldsboro is having their gigantic factory invoice sale, and it's your chance to save on all remaining 1994 Cadillac Sedan DeVille, Concours, Seville, and Eldorados. They're all at factory invoice prices only till the end of the month at Scott Motor Company. Come and check out the largest selection ever with over 40 in stock. They're extended hours through the end of the month at Scott Motor Company in Cadillac, creating a higher standard, located on Highway 70 Bypass in Goldsboro, selling and servicing fine motor cars since 1922.
I think, let's try to squeeze one more in. Atlantis, Florida. This is Helen. Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Well, we're on the air, Helen. Glad you called.
Thank you. Your program is absolutely wonderful today. I hope every Republican in Congress and the Senate is listening.
Thank you so much.
But what I really called about is this attack on the religious right who are out there working their little hearts out. These are people that have been around for a long, long time. They are called the silent majority. They get fed up with what's happening in their schools. They're scared to death of what's happening in their government, and they get out and they go to school board meetings, they go to PTA meetings.
Exactly right. They're going to precinct meetings, they're winning elections, but, Helen, I know you're tired of it, but brace yourself, it's only going to intensify. But I will be here.
If you're searching for value, you'll find it at your local Buick dealer during Buick Value Day.
Hey, keep it down. People are listening.
Well, I hope so. You don't find values like these every day.
You can say that again, but wait till I'm gone, okay?
Look, everyone should take advantage of Buick Value Days and all the 94 value-priced Buicks, including the cars named Best Values by IntelliChoice, an independent research company and publishers of the Complete Car Cost Guide.
Hey, thanks for the hot tip.
My pleasure. I just hope more people find out, because not only do you get value...
Unbelievable value.
But every Buick comes with standard anti-lock brakes, airbags, and air conditioning with refrigerant that won't harm the ozone layer.
Oh, am I too late for Buick Value Days?
Nope, but it's only for a limited time, because when these 94 value-priced models are gone...
They're gone.
That's right. You, ma'am.
Yes.
Here for Buick Value Days?
Oh, I sure am.
Well, come on in. Buick Value Days at your nearby Buick dealer. You better hurry.
WGBR, Goldsboro's very own.
From ABC News, I'm Catherine Smith. They were splitting hairs at today's hearing on what evidence can and cannot be shared in the O.J. Simpson case. We get details live from ABC's Bob Schmidt.
A sample of O.J. Simpson's hair will be given to prosecutors who want to try Simpson for the murders of his ex-wife and her male friend. Judge Kathleen Kennedy Powell granted the request for Simpson's hair after the defense did not object. Investigators say African-American type hair was found at the murder scene embedded in a ski cap. They want to see if it matches that of O.J. Simpson. He sat impassively with a grim expression on his face as both sides in this case jousted over evidence, setting the stage for Thursday's preliminary hearing. It will determine whether O.J. Simpson is bound over for trial. The prosecutor says the hearing could take at least a week. Bob Schmidt, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Spouse abuse was the topic of a news conference on Capitol Hill.
Time for the Congress to take domestic violence seriously. Domestic violence is a crime and should be treated as such.
Minnesota Democrat Senator Paul Wellstone wants the House Senate Conference Committee to hurry up and finish work on an anti-crime bill. The Senate version calls for anyone convicted of spouse or child abuse to be prohibited from owning a gun. Wellstone wants to see that in the final bill.
We know that all too often, the only difference between a battered woman and a dead woman is a gun. More than twice as many U.S. women are shot and killed by their husbands or lovers than by strangers.
The Florida Attorney General is seeing red over the prices of contact lenses. He's filed a federal complaint alleging that optometrists in his state have been conspiring with Bausch & Lomb and Johnson & Johnson to discourage the sale of contact lenses through sources other than eye care specialists, who often mark up prices by 100%. You're listening to ABC News.
Mr. Michelangelo, it's the Duke of Medici on the phone. He needs the invoice for the statue of that big naked